a plus.
Although, you know, if
But,
Shia LaBeouf had been in it, he probably
just
would have died.
Like, how fucking, like, it was just so beautiful, man.
It really
like,
was.
The fight scenes, the robots looked fucking awesome. The monsters were fucking great. Like, you had a bit of a variety.
They were different enough from each one. Although I feel kind of bad. Okay, so in the middle of it, you get two of them that pop out. So you got two different bad guys, and one of them was EMP. Was that just one of them? Was like the EMP? Yeah.
Yeah, there's the
one of them's
EMP.
sole job was to shock shit. Like that was it.
Knock out all the power.
Because the other one had the fucking spiked tail, had the acid spit, had fucking wings. Like halfway through the fight, he's just like, "Fuck this shit! I'm getting the fuck out of here!" And he, boom, wings, Rodan, bitch.
Like, I just want to hug Guillermo del Toro.
It was fucking amazing.
I mean, he just looks like a giant teddy bear.
It was
anyway.
him and like fucking Peter Jackson. Like it's just fucking.
They're the
lovable.
same. They're the same person to me. they're like clones or something. I love them both.
Okay.
But like, how colorful was it too?
That was
like,
a colorful,
it was pretty.
And
like,
you know, that was another thing, that it wasn't
like Hong Kong was beautiful.
It wasn't dark gray background on dark gray background. Yeah. Although I gotta say that
it's kind of like what I'm hoping for in the next gen of video games, like that you get more color, because
that we won't be like all earth tone.
Yeah.
But no, it was interesting. Like, okay, so you start out in 2020. And I love the American Robot. So the American Robot is Gypsy Danger, which I was just like,
I kind of like the name though.
I like it. Kind of, I don't know. It's too.
It sounds like a 70s.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm like, it's okay.
Exploitation movie, Gypsy Danger.
Gypsy Danger.
And
it's like a fucking Black Coffee or something like that.
Yeah. She's like a stripper on the run.
It did, of course. It had the fucking like the pinup girl painted on like the shoulder and shit. Yeah. I'm just like, is it World War? And they were wearing bomber jackets when they were getting out of their room. Like, so,
like,
I was just like, what?
Yeah. Again, there was a lot of cheese, but like, it didn't overdo it for me, and like,
no, and it was an aesthetic choice, but it was like,
it didn't bother me, and I kind of like liked the goofiness in it.
I think, I kind of needed the goofiness, because otherwise it was too fucking like, oh my god.
It didn't take itself too seriously. Like look at the fucking the two scientists.
Oh yeah,
You got Charlie
Day.
By the way, Charlie Day is like the new Rick Moranis.
Oh, I'd like that.
Like that?
Yeah, I like that. Like, he's
in the movie. I was like, that's what I'm gonna say.
He's gonna be the new.
He's the new Rick Moranis. I'm telling you.
You need to get T-shirts made. You need to send that to Charlie Day. He's like, I'm the new Rick Moranis. Come on,
Rick Moranis. I'm telling you.
Honey, I shot the kids up full of heroin.
Better than Rick Moranis, except for Rick Moranis and Ghostbusters. So.
Yeah.
I mean, what else did he?
And it really, and who was the other guy? Because he looked kind of like Jeffrey Combs in Frighteners.
I've seen that guy in other things.
He's like that weird English guy, like bowl cut.
Oh my god, like he was like
oh.
He was just such your stereotypical like weak like British guy walking around with a cane, and
I was afraid he was gonna go Willard on us like halfway through, like just straight like
like at first I was like cringing at the stereotypical British guy, and then I was like, this is what they want though. This is what they wanted to do. Like, they wanted this goofy British guy. It wasn't made to be like a serious character.
And he really did. He did offset like the whole Charlie Day. He was like it was like having like that, you know, something that was way too salty, and then having something that was like super bland and like and it would like mix it out, I think.
And I was worried that Charlie Day's character was gonna get fucking like just too
annoying, like too Charlie Day,
too like. There's always that one goofy ass character in a movie that fucking ruins it for everybody.
You thought he was gonna Jar Jar Binks it?
Yeah, like
I
can think of this other movie with this one actor, but I can't fucking name it right now. But what the fuck was it? But anyway,
I get what you're talking about. But like,
there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them with that character.
That extra, you're just like, oh god.
But I liked him.
He did really good, and he and apparently the science of this goes, you have a giant mech, and the way to run the giant mech is you run the giant mech through your brain, and Gladys apparently sets it up. Because that was kind of cool. But like they kept touting like, oh my god, they used the Gladys voice. They used the Gladys voice.
I really think they altered it a little bit since like the first trailer.
Yeah.
Like I think in the beginning it was totally GLaDOS.
Yeah.
But like they changed it a little bit.
Well,
I think they did. Maybe
I couldn't
maybe
fucking hear it.
Maybe they didn't change it.
I couldn't hear it all. Like anytime she was saying shit, it was like boom, like there was like a big ass thunderclap in the middle of everything. And I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't not once throughout the movie was like, oh, Portal. Like my mind didn't go, oh, I should be playing Portal 2 right now, you know, like. But
it was interesting. Like, but apparently, if you got
maybe we should be giving more of the story or whatever. But like, I'm just
we don't need to, man. Like that. Go watch this. Yeah, go watch the fucking movie.
You don't even need
like,
the fucking story.
Explaining shit is not gonna help. Like Asian girl, fucking hot.
Oh yeah. Mako.
You know what I think. I was gonna say this before.
She's really hot.
The movie needed an extra hour. Like it needs a little bit more.
I just want more of that movie.
I wanted. That
was like what, 2 hours? I think it was like 2 hours.
Maybe, but so you got 4 guys. You got the American guy. You got the Australians who have like the kick-ass like new Porsche version with like the fucking like wings and shit. That was cool.
That was another thing that kind of bugged me at first. There's a lot of things that bugged me at first, and then I was like,
you kind of got over that shit.
I accept this now.
Mostly because
I get it.
I kind of stopped caring after Rocket Punch.
This is a fucking This is a fucking live action anime. Like you're gonna have those stereotypical characters.
Yeah.
Like that's what Guillermo del Toro wanted. He wanted a live action anime, and like he fucking did it. Like everybody watches anime.
Yeah.
So
but you watch. Yeah.
Everybody fucking knows that you have the stereotypical characters from every country.
I feel kind of bad, but that was the thing. Like,
and I like that.
I like the Russian.
It's goofy.
The Russian robot was tits. Like it had like the old school like flip down visors and stuff, and everything was rusty as hell.
Yeah, like and it had like it was very Guillermo del Toro looking. With the little eyes and glowy eyes, and it just looked like his style.
Was it like Millennium? You remember that movie from like Disney where the girl had like that white shock of hair? That was what those Russian people reminded me of. Just like the flip back, like everything was white, but apparently they were brothers.
You're making me think of fucking Matrix Revolutions or
kind of
Reloaded or what?
Yeah, it kind of like that, but not really.
I don't know.
But and then you had the
triplets.
The triplets.
You know what their armor reminded me of?
What?
The red armor are the guys in fucking The Last Starfighter.
Oh yeah.
The red armor.
Yeah. You know what?
That was tight. I like their red armor. It was cool.
I
didn't show much of them though.
Yeah, and that was my problem. That's why I think it deserved like another hour. So if you had them like shown,
like the other guys got way more.
Dude. Okay, so like Russia and China get taken out in 5 seconds, but like I was like, what the fuck? Like, and they were talking up the triplets, like fucking like, oh they've saved this harbor like 7 times, and I was like, okay, and then it's like,
boom, apparently they were badass, but like this was at the turning point when the fucking monsters, what are they called, the Gaija or the Kaiju. Sorry,
that's the basic name for any Japanese like rubber monster guys.
So anyway, they this was the turning point in the movie where the kaiju have fucking evolved to take on these fucking robots, and that's why those fuckers went down so quick, because they had evolved. You had the EMP one and like just knocking them all out, dude.
And then of course they had the pilots in the goddamn head, and I'm just like, fucking don't put that there. That's the first thing to get ripped off.
I'd put that in the meatiest part of the fucking
seriously, like put that shit in here.
You know what? Give the mech a beer belly and just put him in the center of that.
Do the Gundam like logic. Don't put it like fucking up here where it can just get twisted off. Just you put it down here. Put it down.
Now I want to see like a badass mech with like a
beer belly,
kind of a beer belly. I think it'd look cool though.
He kind of looked like that big fat ass one.
And he'd
like EMP died.
He'd be like fucking all weird, like drunken master mech with a beer belly.
All right, so I guess closing thoughts. Go see it. Go watch it. Go watch it twice. Definitely see it in the IMAX. Again. It is worth it. It's worth it. So
definitely.
Yep. All right. I guess that's it. Just